Hello again, everybody. We are now in the Luciano Cigars booth with honestly one of my favorite people to spend time with at these trade shows and just in life in general, Luciano Meirelles. How are you, sir?
Doing well, thank you, brother. Thanks
So
for
good to see
coming
you.
by.
Of course.
Thanks for coming by.
We're also joined. Do you want to introduce who we're with here?
Absolutely. So I have here Sally Dalai, my good friend, one of my best friends, someone that I admire a lot, a veteran in this industry. It's been in this industry for more than 25 years. Our German distributor, but before anything, an amazing person. So I just love this man to heart, and we have some things to share today. But I'll let Sally introduce himself. He also not only carries all our products in Germany, is our German distributor, as he has brands, and that's what we're going to talk about in a little bit.
Yes, thank you for having me. My name is Sali Dalai, and I'm in the cigar business like over 25 years. Very emotional trade show for me. Coming, I think I was here 25 years ago at Las Vegas trade show. Also back then it was RTDA or IPCPR or whatever. Knowing everybody on the floor for so long, and to have for the first time in a quarter century US distribution makes me very emotional for all last 3 days. So thank you for having me.
Of course. What are some of the things that have changed in the last 25 years at the trade show? Like, what's the biggest difference if you were to go back in time? What would you see?
Yeah, I mean, it's like it was always different. I will always remember Drew Estate, airbrushing motorcycles, motorcycle helmets, the parties. And I tried to bring back some of the exciting things to Germany because I'm also part of the association who organizes the German trade show and this and that. I said, man, we must copy what they do right in the States. So why do they do it in Las Vegas and not in wherever? No, but the Germans are very conservative, very traditionalistic. So we still have the show in Dortmund, which is one of the unsexiest cities in all of Europe, probably. And I said, no, we won't go anywhere. And then I said, yeah, but then you're missing out. And I said, yeah, what about a nice party? I mean, I remember Drew Estate party, Rocky Patel parties, whatever, everywhere, nice parties. We don't know if we should do that or not. And then they come up with the most fucking boring shit show ever. It's like the whole atmosphere is different.
Yeah.
So here people are really excited. I mean, it speaks for itself. We don't have a single podcast. We don't have a cigar radio show. We don't have YouTube channels.
So there's not like there's not a cigar culture in Germany like there is here. Like,
yeah, that's the great.
He creates the culture. This
There
guy
you
does
go.
a good job in social media and a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, but we are almost the only ones at events. A lot of people come up and say, yeah, I started smoking because of your YouTube channel.
there you go.
And you made cigar smoking interesting. We always thought it's like only for big managers and conservative old guys in suits and everything. So, but the main difference is, I think in the States people think the German cigar culture is very upscale and they know a lot. No, they don't know a lot. It's like they don't care as much. They don't have the in-depth stuff. I always said there are Pete Johnson Tatuaje fanboys that can tell you the seed and the age of his limited edition 22 years back.
Right.
You don't have people. First of all, now I'm going on a rant.
No, go ahead.
The cigar shop owners usually don't smoke. The
Really?
sales reps don't
Really?
smoke cigars. I'm talking cigars.
Wow. Yeah.
Leave alone knowing blends, products, all this. I was telling his daughter, me exhibiting in Germany trade show the first 5 years. I had 3 orders in my pocket driving home. I had my son in the baby car, and It was unbelievable. You stand in the booth. Can you imagine somebody standing here passing out free cigars and somebody walks by saying no? I didn't have people picking up free cigars. Nah, you are at a cigar trade show.
Can't even imagine.
So that's the biggest difference. I like the culture here. I like that people like you and everybody is somehow giving back and information, and that's so important for people like Luciano, who really has to tell something, who really is about the no bullshit marketing aspect. There's a God-given talent of blending the best cigars in the world taste-wise. Construction is a different thing. They great construction, but to have unique blends, unique tastes. We have hundreds of thousands of cigars out there. I have people coming to my store. They're like, "Yeah, let's do a cigar night." I said, "Yeah, what you going to tell? Well, what's the event?" "Yeah, I come and I present a cigar." "And what else?" "Describe the cigar to me in a sentence." "Oh, I never thought about that. I need more time to tell you what my what the fuck?" Yeah. And that's the difference. And then it's like only that way you can get the word out, the quality out, and like that's the biggest difference. I mean, here it's like the first day it was like overwhelming. The reception of Dala Istanbul.
Good answer. So speaking of that, why don't you tell us about the projects you got going on between the two of you now?
Absolutely. So the Dalai Istanbul project started many years ago, and Dalai can tell you more about. But he's been working, trying to kind of honor the roots of his family. He was born in Istanbul, and create something really special. He wants to use Turkish tobacco, right? It's been year after year that he's trying to outsource the tobacco, working with partners in the Dominican Republic. They import some of the Turkish tobacco for pipe, and trying to convince them to kind of really process that tobacco for premium cigars instead of using pipe tobacco into the blend. And recently they were able to achieve that. And I'm in Germany. I'm traveling with Sally. We had like 15 days with, I don't know, 2,000 events, visiting stores and visiting several shops. And just the artwork was so captivating. After he explained to me about this Turkish renowned artist who kind of hand painted, he does this kind of micro paintings into the size of a cigar ring.
Oh wow!
I want you guys to go there and check it out. There's a magnifier where you can see it.
Okay.
All the details. I look at the artwork. I get the cigar. I put it in my pocket, and we are traveling. So I reached out to my pocket, get that cigar, and I eventually, I don't remember what part of the travel, and I smoke it. I didn't know how hard for me is to be blown away by anything, because I would be smoking a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And then that blows me away. I said, man, this is really good. This is really good. And at the same time, we've been working for, I'd say probably 3 years on developing a product for the light that will be manufactured at our factory. And then we're coming with the final blend, and we're about to decide exactly what we're going to do. And then I knew that Sally always wanted to distribute his products here, and something clicked. I said, you guys are doing this amazing job for us. It's year after year, you're doubling your production and selling our stuff, prioritizing our company. I said, you know what? Do you want me to distribute your product? That's exactly how it happened. Like in a conversation over good cigars, drinking something that I don't remember. I think there was that kind of rum with 120 proof of whatever.
That's how the best decisions get made, right?
And and then we just came up with this idea. And when you feel and you see something in the future, but actually you can even smell it.
Sure.
You see the whole picture already. You see it all makes sense. It clicked. This is how it's supposed to be. So we launched in these two lines here of Dalai at the trade show. And we have 3 other new things. So the Dalai Istanbul, the Dalai Nicaragua, which is made at our factory, and then we have actually the White Panda. And we call the White Panda, the tagline is "Embrace the Paradox."
Okay.
And if you guys probably read the story of Panda, so I'm not going to take too long to explain
give
that.
us the Cliff's Notes version. Yeah.
But you can see the paradox in that story, but how that translates into a paradox in a blend.
Yeah.
We use two tobaccos as in the binder that will be, I think we talked about this last night, that would be impossible to actually put them together just by on their own. So you need to create really a blend to be able to use those two tobaccos together. They are complex tobaccos. You have Arapiraca, who is super alkaline. So the most alkaline tobacco is out there. And then you have Sumatra that has a lot of salinity and high acidity. So we created a blend that is a paradox on its own, because you have that amazing strength, but it's not perceived as strong. So it's muted. That strength is muted. So it pleases almost every single palate. So you enjoy it because that cigar gives you almost like such a full range of flavors and aroma. Even people that are next to you, they're captivated by the smoke. So it's a very cool project, and we're excited. Beautiful artwork too. And we have the extension sizes of Maria Lucia and the extension size of ATL. So we brought a lot of stuff for the show.
Yeah.
The Maria Lucia has been our single SKU best-selling cigar. So we did an kind of internal survey where our reps kind of checked with every single of our accounts, what would be the sizes that you'd like to see in that blend. Of course, within the limit of never compromising the quality of that blend. So we went from a 46 a Corona Gorda up to a Canonasso 52.
So you're not making the original size, only the new sizes?
No, we're keeping the original.
You're still keeping the original. Okay.
So then we have the Canonasso, we have a double Robusto, and we have the Corona Gorda.
Got it.
All box pressed. That's the extension. And then one of the newest things is this is the first Good Trouble of ATL that is being launched, that was made at our factory, that we are launching now. 100% of the ATL portfolio is manufactured at our factory and distributed by a company.
That's a beautiful thing right there. I know you've been working hard to achieve that, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's what we believe on. We believe that the legacy of Luciano Cigars is not in my daughters, it's not in a new generation. I personally don't believe there will be a new legacy, to be quite frank. I don't think there'll be a new Rocky Patel. I think Rocky Patel is unique and nobody will ever be like him. But there's a joke in the market now, I want to be like Padron.
Right.
You're never going to be like Padron.
No.
Because at that time, at that moment in history, that man creates something that's remarkable and will be remembered for generations and generations to come. And that was created. People that try hard to do that, it's completely unnatural. So what I believe it's the legacy, it's getting guys like Mike the Greek, like Frank, and build foreign affair with them and share equity in the brand. We'll be manufactured our company, we'll be distributed by our company, but we have the fingerprints of these guys, and they will ever be ambassadors of that cigar forever. ATL is the same thing. Those guys have 3 amazing people in that company, so they're ambassadors of that brand. And we're going to create things together. We're going to develop blends together, and we're going to increase their portfolio as we do with every single line. If you notice, everything that we're launching with that purpose, that idea of building legacy into other people, extend our family.
Absolutely. Yeah, you brought up the Foreign Affair. I think we were the first ones to review that, and 94.
Yes.
That's a Cigar of the Year contender right there.
It's our catalog.
I mean,
that's
a big score. So congratulations on that too.
You.
How's that been selling for you?
Amazing.
You launched it at TPE, right?
We launched at TPE, huge success. We sold a lot of that cigar. Now we decided to reinforce because here we have a bigger audience.
Yeah.
But the feedbacks we get, the good ratings we're receiving, it's another cigar that's disruptive too. Sally distributes Foreign Affair in Germany now, so I mean we are very, very happy.
So you've been ramping up production in general of all your lines that you sent the press release earlier this year that you're trying to keep up with demand. Has that been successful? Have you have
Yes.
a percentage of an increase that you've been able to produce?
Yeah. I think one of the most beautiful things in our industry is something that most of the retailers and consumers, they don't see, which is the partnerships that we build in the back scene.
Yeah.
As you see, for example, Ernesto Carrillo now manufacturing a line with Oscar Valladares. and Ernesto was already doing the inch with Placencia, and at the same time he's taking new products in and producing himself.
Right.
So I tried to understand the business model with Ernie and with some other friends, and I came to the realization that that's the best thing to do, because I have, for example, tobaccos that outsource with certain factories, and those factories buy tobacco from me. What if I can actually sell the tobacco from them? They keep that wrapper that I buy,
Right.
and they have 100% exactly the same tobaccos, but they can produce for me an open space of production for a new project I want to develop.
Right.
So we build this relationships, and I think there'll be some cool things that we will announce soon that you guys will find very interesting.
Awesome.
Just teasing a little bit.
Okay. Well, it's always really good to talk to you, and it was really great to meet you this year. And thank you so much for joining us for our interview. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Always a pleasure with you guys. All these guys here, man. Good hearts, good people. I'll never forget the first time we met. I'll never forget the first time we met around cigars.
Oh, at
the level of conversations.
Yeah.
The death with Isaac too was awesome.
We all look forward to talking with you the most out of anyone, I think. So
thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that, man.
Thanks for watching, everybody.